All right, so you want to know what's really keeping your business stuck? Why are you really not getting to the next level? You feel like you're doing everything and still the needle is not moving towards where you ultimately want to be? You're in the right place. Today, I'm going to identify the 3 areas that you're probably falling into and how you can get unstuck from those areas in order to move forward. The questions that you need to ask yourself in order to do so, and how you're ultimately going to get to the other side of this. This is not a long episode, I promise. We're going to get straight into it. So, what do you say? Let's dive in. All right, this is the question that I need you to ask. How am I sabotaging my own growth? Oof. I know that can kind of feel like a hard question to ask yourself, but it's important in this moment to be real, to be authentic, to be vulnerable with yourself in this moment. I want you to identify these 3 areas of your business and see where maybe in these 3 areas you could be sabotaging your own success. The first area is your offers. Do I have clearly defined offers? The second place is a target audience. Do I have a clear or unclear target market, target audience that I'm trying to serve? Here is where you can ask yourself, have I been building a lot of offers that have been just for anybody and everybody? Do I have a lot of offers that are serving a lot of different outcomes? Or is this the opportunity where I could ask myself, maybe I could hone in on my offers to give a very specific target audience a very big outcome? All right, the third place of where you could ask yourself if you're sabotaging your own growth is if you have clear systems in place to serve that target audience with that clear offer. So those 2 places. So if you're saying, I'm not sabotaging myself, I know I have a really clear offer in place. I'm not sabotaging myself. I know I have a really clearly defined target audience in place. Okay, maybe this is the place with the third area of systems that could use a little bit of refinement. This could be where you're sabotaging yourself. This is typically where I see it's the visionary that really has been doing it all on their own. They know everything that's supposed to happen, but it's really hard to deliver that to a team. It's hard to execute on a big level to scale because you don't have a clear system in place that is able to harness that offer to serve that target audience in a bigger way. So the third area could be your systems. These 3 areas, if honed in and focused on, could be the thing that takes your business to the ultimate next level. Now, the step here is not just asking yourself these questions and doing nothing about it. It's saying, where do I need to take action in these 3 areas? Where do I need to refine and define the things I need to do in order to take my business to the next level? So what I have here is it's really time to ask yourself, what am I? Who am I? Where do you find yourself falling into this equation? Are you one, a visionary without a plan? The thing that could really support you here is systems. If you are a visionary that has this really clearly defined plan, you know exactly who you want to serve, you know exactly how you want to serve them, but you're still feeling a little stuck, it's time to say, what systems can I put in place in order to take me to the next level? That would help me reclaim my time, reclaim my energy, reclaim the effort that I'm putting into it, and so I can put it into something else because I know my systems are holding strong and are taking me to the next level while I'm visualizing that next thing that I want to build. All right, the next thing that you could be, and you can ask yourself if this is you, are you an overloaded operator? You do everything and it's kind of working, but you know it could be better with the right support. So you're doing all the things, you're building all the systems, but you know that the systems could actually be better. This is a really cool place to get to because you know that most everything is working. You know that you're maxed out and you know you need support. The areas of support that you need are what you really need to define next. You need to see what could help you reclaim that time, energy, effort for yourself in the biggest way with people that know things at a wider scale than even you do, that could help not only reclaim your time, but take you to the next level. So this could go back to the second point of asking yourself how you're sabotaging yourself, is that target audience. Are you creating too many offers, doing too many things, overloading yourself to serve too many different outcomes? Could you hone in, define a very clear outcome, build a really clear system for that specific outcome that could take you to the next level? What I find is that an overloaded operator also is a people pleaser. Oof. I know, that was me too. I was an overloaded operator. I knew how to build all the systems and I knew how to make things happen, but I kept actually doing that because I was trying to serve all of these different outcomes for everybody else, building all of these different offers to serve all these different outcomes for all my different clients. And then one day realizing I was exhausted and I was overloaded. There was not much more that I could give in order to take my business to the next level. So I knew I needed to hone in, refine, and define in order to take myself to the next level. All right. Now let's say that you have all of these things in place. You say, I am not an overloaded operator. I am not a visionary without a plan. Priscilla, I am just at this tipping point of success and I don't know what to do with it. And I'm scared. I have totally been there too. This means you're at a scaling tipping point and you know that there is only so much that you can do and that there's a lot coming at you and you are trying to decide which is the right way to take it. You are now probably a founder that has been building a lot. You've been doing a lot. And now it's time for you to step back and really stand in that visionary seat even more. This is a really important, crucial step because this is where you realize that you are able to bring in key specialists into your business in order to help take it to places that you couldn't even imagine. This could be a really scary place for some of you because you are thinking, oh my gosh, there's no way I can build a team of this size. There's no way that I can bring in people to help me scale in these different areas. There's no way that people can do what I've done better than I've done. They can, and they will. And that's the really exciting place to be at. You've grown yourself so far and you've done extraordinary. One of the quotes that always sits with me is, what got you here won't get you there. And what that means is that you had to do everything that you did in order to get you to this phase of success. You are at a point of success. And now you have to ask yourself, how do I need to step out and step back and let others lead in order to take me to places I never even thought possible? So you're at a really important place. And now you need to identify what are the key areas of roles that could really help you do that. So identify right now maybe 3 key areas that maybe you're really good at, that if you brought somebody in that was even better than you, like what would that role entail? What would that look like? Start identifying what that would be and writing it down so that you can start aligning with the right person to get you there. Whenever I get to these moments in my business, I am constantly reflecting on different attributes that I feel like I am really good at. What is it that I do that attributes to the success of my business? And what is the thing that I can do better than anybody else and that I really love doing too? This is something that's constantly evolving and why it deserves a checkpoint at these different levels of success that you're at. It's interesting to me because I know that most of you that are still listening to this are the people that are really tuned in and honed in to wanting more. You know that there's a problem and you're ready to find a solution. You're ready to ask yourself the hard questions in order to get you to where you want to be. You have the mindset that's actually going to get you there. If you're listening to this right now, know that you will get there if you ask yourself these hard questions. Ask yourself what you really are good at, what you don't like anymore, and what you're ready to step into next. This is what can really take you to the next level of not letting yourself hold your business back anymore, not letting your business hold itself back anymore, and ultimately getting to where you want to be. Decide what those things are for you. delegate the rest. I promise it is so freeing to get you to ultimately where you want to be. Not just having a job, but having a business and having a legacy. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments if you like this, what else you want us to talk about. We are having so much fun here on YouTube. So please hang out with us. And until then, we'll see you next time.